New for you at noon. In the penalty phase of the Nikolas Cruz trial, after it's announced that a member of the defense team is out sick with COVID.
A tense exchange between the judge and lead defense attorney erupts about the judge's decision to move forward at this stage of jury selection without him. Christina Vasquez joins us live now with the dramatic moments in court. A lot happening, Christina.
Indeed, over a short amount of time, really, it just sort of escalated. So remember, this was supposed to be phase two. Again, that's when the attorneys have that chance to ask more probing questions of potential jurors about their death penalty views. The morning starts with the lead defense attorney, Melisa McNeill, explaining to the court that Casey Secor, which is a defense attorney on her team, that he is out sick with COVID, under quarantine, she said, and therefore asking to put that section of the phase we're in on hold, to not proceed with asking the potential jurors about their death penalty views. Instead, maybe just to check in on hardships. You might remember they did something like this pretty similar the last time somebody was out sick here. The state actually did not object to this at all. However, the judge said that she wanted to press forward. Again, Melisa McNeill doubling back with her and saying, that's the lead defense attorney, saying that Secor is a crucial role on the team, that he was hired primarily just to do this thing, jury selection at this phase. And more than that, saying that beyond herself, he's the only other member of the defense team that has death penalty trial experience. The judge again saying that she wanted to move forward within phase two without him. And then that's where we're going to get to the sound you're about to listen to. You get to the point where the judge actually interprets the defense attorney's objection to wanting to move forward at all without Secor as, borderline contempt of court almost. She even throws out some accusations or interpretations that this is a threat. She's sort of making a threat to the court. And then at the point where she makes that order, we are moving forward. That's when the lead defense attorney basically tells the judge, you're putting me in a tough spot. From her interpretation, I either don't move forward and I'm contempt of court, so I'm at issue, or I do move forward and I don't feel like I'm representing my client, Nikolas Cruz, very well. And then she makes a move no one saw coming. Take a listen.
I'm not comfortable going forward without him, Judge.
Well, you're going to have to.
And my client, furthermore, my client.
Your client has the right to have a competent lawyer. Your client does not have the right to have every lawyer, there's no case law that says 4 or 5 lawyers have to be present at all times during the voir dire section. So I too would urge the defense to reconsider its position. I believe it's an ethical violation. There is case law that is clear that indicates that you cannot do that. I don't intend to have any contempt hearings, but I believe your refusal to participate would be a clear violation of Florida law and the rules of professional responsibility.
Judge, at this time, the defense would move to withdraw from the case of State of Florida versus Nikolas Cruz. Right now, if I do not comply with the court's order and do not protect Mr. Cruz's constitutional rights to due process, I now have to consider whether or not my liberty is going to be a jeopardy or Mr. Cruz's liberty is going to be a jeopardy. I'm also going to have to consider whether or not my law license can be impacted, which would impact my ability to raise my children, feed my children, and educate my children. So if you're ordering me to do that and I fail to do that, I'm at risk of being held in contempt because I'm in a battle right now between my liberty and my client's liberty.
All right, respectfully, your motion to withdraw is denied.
And you hear the judge say, respectfully, your motion to withdraw from the case is denied. But I have to say, sitting in there, it does very much still feel like an unresolved issue, because swiftly after that, you actually have the lead prosecutor, Mike Satz. He stands up and says to the judge, maybe we should just pick this all up tomorrow. And the judge just says, you know what, I'm calling a recess. We're all going to come back at 1 o'clock. So we will be here at 1 to see how what you just saw kind of picks up, where that conversation is in the afternoon session. Meantime, not addressed yet, it was what was filed on Friday, so that also pending in all of this, a defense motion filing for continuance, basically to put a hold on the entire trial, citing the mass shootings in Buffalo and Texas, saying especially with Uvalde, it opened wounds here in the Broward County community. And we thought they were going to take that up this morning, so that might also surface in the afternoon. So stay tuned. Reporting live for you, I'm Christina Vasquez, Local 10 News.
Certainly a very dramatic morning in court. Let's see what happens this afternoon. We know you're watching for us. Thanks, Christina.